Hey guys, just a quick little thing here before the video begins. This was actually on my other channel, Overanalyzed, but I had a really bad mic at the time, so I wanted to redo it, and yeah, I redid it with a new mic, and it sounds awesome, but it's old, so if some things don't match up, well, too bad. I hope you enjoy it, and cool, bye.
Hey, brother!
Dang, wrong intro. Hello there, welcome to Overanalyzed, the channel where I make outrageous claims about movies, TV shows, books, and household items, and you just kinda go along with for my sake. To start off this show, we are going to talk about one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Phineas and Ferb. Now to get started, let's begin with the Disney Plus description. Phineas and Ferb, an animated comedy series, follows the adventures of Phineas Flynn and his English stepbrother Ferb Fletcher on their summer vacation. Each day, the boys and their friends take on some ambitious new project, sometimes to help someone in need, but often just to create something fun. This annoys the boys' big sister Candace because she's a bad person, who constantly attempts to get them in trouble by revealing their actions to Mom. Meanwhile, across town, the wannabe evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz continually attempts to take over the tri-state area with his various innator devices. And Perry the Platypus, the boy's pet and a secret agent, constantly foils his plans on behalf of the Auca and his commanding officer, Major Monogram. Gonna sworn it was Monogram. Oh well. At the end of each episode, the two plots intersect to erase all traces of the boys' project just before Candace can successfully show it to Mom. Well, I must say, Disney, I'm a little disappointed. Not only have you missed out on some of the key points of the show, but you've also used a bit of poor word choice here, so let's evaluate, shall we? First of all, I would call the voice projects much more than just ambitious. They have literally built an elevator to the moon before. That's ambitious even for a team of adults over years upon years of work, and these boys did it all in one day of a summer vacation with the help of a team of Girl Scouts. Now, I have nothing against Girl Scouts, but I just don't think that they're all getting taught college-level physics, astrophysics, astronomy, geology, and space science at summer camp, but anyways, I digress. And I'm sorry, wanna be evil? Just because none of Dr. Doofenshmirtz's plans actually work, doesn't automatically give him a get out of being evil free card. I mean, he built an age accelerator to age cheese. Okay, is that really the one I chose to write down? That is like the least evil of all of his inventions. How is that even evil? And finally, they misspelled one of the characters' names. I mean, come on, Disney. Don't you have like teams upon teams of people checking this for you? Even when you misspell it that way on a Google Doc, Google knows that you misspelled it, and it's like, hey, don't worry, man, I got you, I got you. And this character is voiced by one of the main creators of the show, Jeff Swampy Marsh. Okay, maybe it's time for me to stop complaining about a few mistakes on the description of a show on Disney Plus that probably no one even reads and actually get into the meat of today's episode. Tearing into the beloved show that is Phineas and Ferb and ripping it open from the inside so that you can never watch the show in the same way again. What if I were to tell you that someone in the show isn't who they seem? Someone who we've known since the very first episode of Phineas and Ferb, and someone who has been pulling the strings ever since the beginning of this series. And of course, I'm talking about our silent friend, Ferb Fletcher. Now, I hear you asking, but Sam, what could possibly be so devious about Ferb? Well, my friends, I personally believe that Ferb Fletcher is in fact an alien. And no, I'm not just saying that because he's British, I mean he's literally from outer space. Don't believe me? Well, you will. Trust me. Our first piece of evidence comes in the very first episode of the series, Roller Coaster, in which the boys build a roller coaster that basically stretches the length of the city. Not only does Ferb apparently know how to build a roller coaster without it just crumbling down like it would if it were built by me, but he also knows exactly how to use a rivet gun, whereas I would probably just be scratching my head the entire time. Now, you might be saying, but Sam, if Ferb were from outer space, he wouldn't even know what a rivet gun is, let alone how to use it, and you would be right on that front, except for the fact that If Ferb truly is an alien, then he's clearly from a planet where their intellectual capabilities are far greater than ours, so I think he'd be able to figure it out. Our second piece of evidence comes from the episode Invasion of the Ferb Snatchers, where Candace actually believes that Ferb has been switched with an alien and tries to prove it to Phineas and the others. In this episode, Candace gathers tons of evidence, but it turns out that the alien was actually disguised as her mom instead. So clearly, there are actually aliens in this universe that can disguise themselves as humans. But our biggest piece of evidence in why Ferb isn't from our planet comes from Chronicles of Meep, where not only does Ferb repair an alien spaceship for flight, but he also knows how to fly it with absolutely no training at all. So, after all that compelling evidence, have I convinced you? Do you, like me, believe that Ferb is an alien? If so, do you think it might possibly be revealed in the new movie that's coming up, Candace Against the Universe? Or would you just chalk all this evidence up to the fact that Ferb is a cartoon character? Let me know in the comments down below. But, anyways, this video's over. Analyzed, and I'm Samuel Edwards. Thanks for watching, and have a great afternoon.